Firstly, what can you confirm from the various news reports about its content, its subject, etc.?
I can confirm that we have this dissent channel message. I can confirm that the principal topic of the dissent channel message is Syria. But I don't think it'll surprise you that I'm really not able to get into any more detail as to the content or the arguments that were put forth in it.
Did it surprise you that so many people have signed on to a document that, without getting into its details, a
Sure.
document that dissents from what has been the administration's policy toward ending the war for now 5 years?
It is unusual for a dissent channel message to have as many signatories as this one. It's unusual.
And what does that tell you about the current policy, which we've spent so much time on this week, this month, this year, this administration? If so many people inside the building, people directly dealing with it, are so unhappy.
I think it tells us several things. I think it tells us that we have a unique process in place here through which employees at the State Department can offer candid and unvarnished views all the way to the top as they desire. I think it tells us clearly that Syria matters a lot to the people who work here at the State Department, as it should. And I think it says to me that we need to keep on working just as hard as we can for better outcomes, as the Secretary and so many others are doing. No one's content with the status quo. And we talked about this several days this week. Too many people are dying, either through starvation or being bombed. Too many weeks have passed without getting a political process moving forward, and there's been too many violations of the cessation of hostilities. And frankly, far too few people are getting the food, water, and medicine they need, and too many people are deciding to take a very treacherous, dangerous trek outside the country to survive. So, as I said earlier this week, we're going to continue to explore options. Obviously, our focus remains on the three big muscle movers in front of us: getting the political talks back on track, getting the cessation of hostilities to truly be accepted and enforced and adopted nationwide, and getting more people more of the aid that they need. But it would be imprudent for us not to explore other options that may be available to us, and we've talked very openly about the fact that we're doing that. So, back to this message: we welcome alternative views. We welcome input. We welcome dissenting opinion. Before this week, I had never heard of a dissent channel, and the more I learned about it, the more in admiration I became of it. It's a pretty unique tool that you don't see in government. This thing that's been in place since 1971, that allows people that work here at the State Department to proffer their views, even if not especially if those views differ from stated policy. So it's a pretty unique tool and vehicle. The Secretary very much respects the tool itself, and as I think you may have heard him say earlier, he looks forward to getting back and to taking a look at this.
How